afternoon, everyone.
Yes. Yeah, here? Great, thank you.
All right, let's take a seat.
Is this thing on? Hello? Mic check.
1, 2, 1.
Yeah.
All right, mic check. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Justin Kizan. I'm from That Hashtag Show and Screen Rant, and you are at Japan World Hero. And this is the double red panel. What? Super Sentai Power Rangers in one room. It's an honor to be here. I'm excited to do this panel. Hope you guys are excited to be here and watch them here. And while we go ahead, I'm going to go with introductions. We have from Tokusou, Sentai, Dekaranger, from playing the role of Ban, aka Dekaranger, Ryuji Sanai. And is mic on? Oh, well. You should get that figured out. Playing the role of Jack Lander, aka S.P.D. Red, playing the James Larry. Okay. We're trying to slowly figure out the mic situation.
Mind if I stand? Because I can't see everyone.
You want to do that?
There you go. Yeah. I can see better.
Let's stand.
I'm just saying, like, yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's get this energy going.
You know what I mean?
All right. Let's start with something pretty simple and basic. What was the audition process like for both of you?
You want to go first?
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Ryuji Sanai, who played Deka and Agatha Bang at Tokusou Sentai Dekaranger. I was really looking forward to attending this event. I hope you enjoyed it. I will speak in Japanese from here.
Yeah.
すごく日本の若手俳優の中でもみんなが注目しているオーディションだったので、かなりたくさんの人が受けていました。1時から5時まであって、すごく難関な中で自分がレッド役を求められているなっていうのにだんだん3時ぐらいから気づいたんです。でそこからはレッドを意識して、やっぱりレッドは熱血で勇気があって、で明るいやつだっていうことで髪型を週刊少年ジャンプの主人公のように特徴的に立てて、でオーディションに臨みました。結果この役をつかむことができました。
The way that, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, great. The way that I auditioned for the Red is actually it was a long process, and it took, it was over 10,000 people all over the place. And they all came to audition. It took from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And as the audition progressed, I noticed that it's going to be less people, less candidates. And finally, okay, that microphone. Finally, around 3 o'clock, I came to realize, oh, this is Red Ranger. Red Ranger, I'm gonna be Red. So for the audition, he noticed that the Red Ranger always have the most, the strengths, and also they are powerful. So I decided like the image of Red should be like Shonen Jump. Do you know the
Yeah.
And the spiky hair. So it's like, this is Red. So he changed his hair to the real spiky, and I got this job.
How's your audition process?
My audition so I sent a tape out to the people who cast the show, and at that time it was in Toronto, Canada. And then I had to do a callback in Toronto, so they flew me out and they made me actually put together like a 3-minute martial arts presentation. But I don't really do martial arts. And three minutes is a long time to do something that you don't know how to do. So I worked with like a martial artist for 2 weeks. I mean, if I've never seen like what I did, but I don't, there's a tape out there of me trying to do martial arts in an audition room. But yeah, and so then I was shortlisted for the the Green Ranger and the Blue Ranger. And then I got a call like 2 weeks later saying I was gonna be Red.
That sounds a lot like his story.
Yeah.
To a degree. What was your reaction when you found out you were Red?
Well, I didn't really know what that meant. But I had a good friend of mine. I had a good friend of mine who was a huge Power Rangers fan, so he freaked out. He was like, "Dude, do you know what that means?" And yeah, it turned out I was going to be the leader of the team. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Side Bon has a very specific personality and voice. How did you come up with that?
まず最初にさっき言ったように髪型を作りました。髪型に似合うような声と役を作っていったんで外見から入りました。
First of all, I spiked my hair to meet that feeling of it. Then, to match the hairdo, I changed the voice and also the personality. So it all came from the outside.
The hair is very outspoken, so it makes sense for the voice to be as well. Now, Brandon, about you, how did you kind of, did you feel like Jack came to you kind of very quickly, or did you feel like you kind of had some time to find Jack?
No, I think the cool thing about Jack was he was sort of like the reluctant hero. You know, he was like a quiet leader. He didn't really want to be there in the first place. I find that in my life, I don't really want to be in a lot of places that I got to be at. So it made a lot of sense. But no, it was cool. Like, you know, we had the whole conflict with Sky. And I feel like Jack went there, he learned what he had to learn, he peaced out, he let Sky be the leader, and everything kind of wrapped up in a nice bow. So.
Yeah, it's funny. Speaking of Sky, this question kind of goes for both of you. Both your shows, you have a tension with the Blue Ranger. But what was your actual relationship with the performer, the Blue Ranger, in real life?
A lot of tension. You know, me and Chris became really, really good friends. He's still one of my good friends today. So yeah, it was the opposite of what it was like on the screen.
Did you, when you first met, did you kind of figure out like, oh, let's try to figure out this relationship with each other, kind of rehearsing that degree?
Not really. You know, Chris by nature is a pretty outspoken, loud guy, so I kind of just let him do his thing. Just kind of like how Jack kind of let Sky do his thing. So it worked out pretty naturally.
日本版のブルーはオーディションの時からレッドをやりたかったで僕がなっちゃったから彼は最初多分僕のことが大嫌いだったメイビーけど役を進めるうちに彼はこう割とハートフルなブルー見た目はクールなんだけどハートはすごく情熱的なブルーを作り上げていってそれにやっぱ感化されるところもあって役で関係性が成長するように僕ら俳優としての個人間の関係性も成長していったから彼とは今でもとてもいい関係です。
Thank you. Actually, the blue for the Japanese version, he was aiming for red. And when I got the red, you know what that means. I think personally he hated me. Because because I got the lead role. But as they start, he was more thoughtful, sweet, tender-hearted Blue. That's how he described his Blue character versus Red. So as the actors, personally, I think we had some difficulty, not we, but he did. But as the time goes and all the filming started, we became very, very connected, and we still keep in touch with Red.
Oh, that's nice.
So looking at the story, essentially, his Blue Ranger was actually your Sky in real life.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah. All right, fair enough. So I want us to talk to you both about your commanding officer. What was your reaction when you found out about Kruger? Dog, FYI, he's a dog.
デカベースのセットで初めて彼に会ったんだけど、朝寝ぼけてたから間違えてディズニーランドに来ちゃったかなって。
I went to the set for the Dekaranger, but I was half asleep that time. It was early shooting, so first I saw him and it's like, oh my God, did I just get to the Disneyland?
Great, hilarious. So your season was in the Disney era. So what was your reaction?
I remember the first time having to do like a dramatic scene with Doggy Kruger. Because it was like a robotic dog head, right? And we had a guy who would wear like a robotic mask, and then there was a remote control, and he would move the mouth. I thought my acting career was over. Brandon, you just killed your whole career. So that was my first reaction.
You're fine now.
Hey, it's working out.
Yeah, it's working out.
I was scared for a while.
It's interesting too because both your Krugers, like visually, like in Dekaranger, his Krugers like mouth only moves. Yours are very artistic. Was there this will go for both of you? Was there any kind of technical difficulties on set working with Doggy Kruger?
彼は3人の役者によって演じられてて、1人は中に入ってるで、2人目はボイスアクターで、3人目は彼の口を遠くからこうやってワイヤーで動かしてる人3人が演じてて、一番優秀だったのはその3番目のワイヤーで口を動かしている人が一番優秀な役者でした。
Actually, there are 3 people involved movement of Kruger. First one, of course, he's the one that's inside. The second one is the voice actor. And the third one is actually the wire cable, and he controls the mouse movement. So they're like a 3-in-1 team. And I should say, as the actor, the number 3, the mouse movement guy, he was the number 1 most powerful and qualified actor, I think.
Do you know 福沢 The actor? Action star. Hirobumi 福沢 Do you know?
Oh, yes.
その口を動かしてたのは福沢さんのワイフです。
His wife was the mouse movement.
Oh.
Oh.
That means so many things.
Don't overthink that. Brandon, how about you?
Yeah, so when I think it was like our second or third day of shooting, and our executive producer Greg Aronowitz, who made Doggy's mask, I guess because we shot it in New Zealand, but he was using all American voltage and plugs, and the voltage is different. So on the second day, he was operating the mask, and John Tour was in the mask, and the mask started to smoke. And John started to like tap because he was like burning. So yeah, there was like a malfunction. There was like sort of an electrical fire. And they got John out of the mask just in time.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't expect that, did you?
Sinai, did your Kruger burn at any point in time? did your Kruger ever burn like his Kruger?
私はアメリカのフルみたいなもうちょっと大変でした。なんか紹介とってくれて。
実際に火がついたことはないけど、夏の暑い日、冷房も効いてないセットの中だったんで、中に入ってた草加っていう俳優はちょっと汗かきすぎて燃え尽きてました。
Not actual fire, but it was shot during the summer, and soon after, his name is Kusaka. He wasn't burning per se like year after, but inside he was sweating so hard that I think he was burning.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Respect your suit actors, folks.
Yeah.
For real. Now, I want to talk about Koichi Sakamoto. He is kind of one of those filmmakers who does both. He has done Sentai, he has done Power Rangers. I want to kind of go over both your guys' experience working with Koichi.
坂本浩一監督はデカレンジャーをやってた2004年は彼は多分パワーレンジャーを撮ってたのでその時は面識がなかったんだけど2011年にゴーカイジャーっていう作品の5話に僕がちょっとだけ出させてもらってでその時の監督が坂本浩一監督で初対面でしたですごく演出も分かりやすくてで5話ということでゴーカイジャーの俳優陣もまだ始めたばっかりでとても未熟だったんだけれどもすごくこう丁寧に教えていていい監督だしいい人だなっていうふうに思いましたでその後に何回かお酒を飲む機会があって彼は、ジャスミン役の木下あゆみのことが本当に大好きで結婚したいっていうふうに思ってて彼女を何回も何回も自分の作品にキャスティングしてもうこれは完全に日本はあんまりその分かりやすいエコひいきっていうのはタブーとされてるんだけど彼はそんなのお構いなしでいっつも毎回どんな役でも役に合わないなっていう時でもその木下あゆみをキャスティングしてました結果木下あゆみは別の男性と結婚しました
This is a great one.
I can't
When I was Dekaranger, that's 2004, right? So I didn't actually work with him, Koji Sakoto, until Gore Ranger. I think he was doing more of a Mask Ranger that same time. So 2011, I got to be a part of Gore Ranger. And as a director, he was fantastic. The Gore Rangers, they're new Rangers, so they're not quite experienced, but he was teaching them from scratch, and he was very patient. And I had we became great friends. So we go out drinking and so on, and it's like, oh, he's wonderful, except one thing. Do you know the person who acted as a Jasmine?
Yes.
What's her name?
Dekaranger.
Yeah, Dekaranger, right? Did you know? For his series, she appeared on almost everything, and even the actress's personality doesn't match actual character. He still hired her, and when he was drunk, he goes, "Gosh, I love her. I want to marry her. I'm going to use her to the end. Like every series I produce, I will hire her because I love her so much." Drunk, and he was telling me. So she ended up marrying somebody else.
And Jasmine, that's your host.
Yeah.
How were your chicken adventures, Koichi?
I don't talk about that.
Fair enough.
But no, I do believe though that Koichi is maybe the singular most powerful force in the Power Rangers series. Yeah, he has so much influence, not only on Sentai, but on the American side. There's such like a through line of his influence that like you can see in the action, the way they shoot it, in you know, the actors being able to become actual heroes. He's so instrumental in all of that. So yeah, Koichi is like a really, really important part of the franchise.
100% agreed. Going into
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
少しフォローさせてください。
Let me follow.
Sure, sure.
坂本浩一監督は日本での下積みはない本当に逆輸入型の監督なんだけれども、彼が本当にすごいのは戦隊シリーズ、仮面ライダーシリーズ、ウルトラマンシリーズ全てで監督をやったっていう点で、これはもう前代未聞で、彼の先にも後にも誰もいないと思うから、本当に彼は優秀なんだと思います。以上フォローでした。
As a follow-up on the serious side, Mr. Sakamoto, he never started at the bottom and worked his way up. So he was always very intelligent and very gifted producer-director. Now, he's the only one that actually produced Sentai, Mask Rider, and Ultraman, all three series he was involved. There's only one person who actually did all three tokusatsu, the major production. So he is a legend, and I just wanted to follow up other than being girl crazy.
Much appreciated, thank you. So Brandon,
Yeah.
I'm curious, how much have you actually seen of Saine's show? Did you see only clips? Have you actually seen full episodes of Dekaranger?
So, funny story, when we got to New Zealand, Bruce and Greg showed us a couple of episodes of Sentai. Because what I didn't know is that, you know, they splice all the Japanese footage into our show, right?
Right.
And I remember them telling us about the Pink Ranger in S.P.D. And she used to just take baths all the time. And Greg was like, we're not going to do that in our show.
Does the rubber ducky have a question? I'm just kidding. So, I was, okay.
アメリカ版のパワーレンジャーをやるっていうふうに聞いて、僕が一番楽しみにしてたのはレッドのヘアスタイルとピンクのシャワーシーンでした。で、パワーレンジャーのブルーレイになるタイミングで、パワーレンジャー S.P.D がブルーレイになるタイミングで、吹き替えを、ボイスアクターを僕たちそれぞれがやることになって、もうその時に映像を全て見させてもらって、で彼の演技を見ながら僕が声を合ったっていうのをやらせてもらったんですけど、彼のドレッドヘアを見てすごく衝撃的だったのと、みんななんかすごく喜んでましたね。ドレッドヘアって日本だとちょっとこう不良であんまり馴染みのない髪型だったからすごくみんな驚いてたし、僕もわあこう来たかっていうふうに思いました。シャワーシーンがなかったのは残念です。
Yes, actually, you probably didn't know, but when it comes to the Blu-ray, the American version, the real actors from Japan, the original actor did the voiceover. So he was your voice.
Yes,
Right.
And what he looked forward to it most was, of course, how did the American version come out, and of course, what Red Ranger's hair do. All right. And of course the Pink Ranger's shower scene. So I was very interested in looking at it, and when he thought, hey, my part of Red Ranger, he got drill hair. That is so cool. And like at that time, dread isn't really popular in Japan, where they don't know much about it, but it's more like kind of hip and cool. So, all American, they interpret it as cool. Ranger for American. I was very pleased. You know, Spike to Red and cool guy. And I was very disappointed to this skip the Pink Ranger stuff.
Actually, yeah. I wanted to ask you, Sentai, like, what was your reaction when you had when you were basically kind of playing your character again, sort of, but it's very different. Bond's very different from Jack. How did you approach playing your dub of Jack?
多分気になりましたとかなり安心感がどういう
ねえ本当に違うなと思って見た目はすごく元気いっぱいで明るくて、僕が演じたバンに近いのかなって最初思ったんだけど全然もっと思慮深くてで冷静な部分もあってで使える能力も違ってっていう中で全然違うんだけどなんだろう彼のこう表情を見て感情を理解するようにしながら声を当てていきましたね。
Okay, you're right. First, when I saw that, I thought Jack was very close to Bam. Very cheerful, very kind of light. But as I watched the footage, I noticed that there are different powers.
Yeah.
And also, you're more calm and you analyze. The character has evolved more to the different Jack itself. So by watching that, he did take that in consideration when he tried to be Jack on the Blu-ray voiceover, different from that.
What was your reaction when you found out? When did you find out about that recast, redubbing your character?
I think I found out at the last Morphicon. Yeah. Somebody would come up to me and said, "Do you know that S.P.D is being dubbed in Japan in Japanese?" And I was like, "That's really, really cool."
Have you seen his dub? I'm curious.
I have not seen that dub. I don't know where would one find that if one wanted to watch it?
Probably here.
Different means. Got it. Now, I'm gonna wrap up my question before we get into the fan questions.
Sure.
So this one's kind of a general. How do you both feel? So both Dekaranger and S.P.D kind of had popularity since the show's airing. To the point even Dekarangers had movies and crossovers, and even down to the Power Ranger comic books. S.P.D shows up again in more recent, like Soul of the Dragon comic book. What do you guys think is the long-lasting appeal of your shows?
I mean, for me, I think when we did S.P.D, it's a kid show. We know that. We're all aware of it. I think what was special was, Greg and Bruce's, that was their first season doing the show together. So we really wanted to come in and sort of put our stamp on a franchise that's so established, which is really difficult to do. But we tried to make the most, adult version of Power Rangers. And I don't even know if that's possible, but we did make a concerted effort to try to make the most real adult version that we could. And I think that's kind of why it translates.
I agree.
Um, 僕が思うにハリウッドの映画を見ても日本のテレビドラマを見てもなんですけど刑事ドラマっていうのはやっぱり異常に多い、世の中にこんなたくさん職業がある中で映画化ドラマ化されるのは刑事ものが本当に多いっていうのは多分皆さんファンがやっぱり刑事ものっていうの好きだし刑事に対して憧れがあるっていう前提がある中でストーリーを作る上ですごく多分作りやすいっていう部分もあると思うしあと僕たちはヒーローである前に警察なんです。なぜ警察が活躍するかというとそこには悪いやつ犯人がいるからなんです。なんで皆さん絶対に悪いことしないでください。
My take is both Hollywood and Japanese entertainment. Did you know that there are like so many police stories? The cops, TV everywhere, and I believe because it's part of a human nature that they're looking up to the policeman. or becoming like a tough story. And also the story itself is very easy to make. So for this particular Power Ranger series, Deka, before you are hero, you are the police, you're the cops. And the opponent is clear, the villains or the criminals. So it's very black and white. You can see the differences of good and evil. And always you have in human nature that you will conquer the evil and to the judgment. So I think that's what attracts most of the people in this series, that Dekaranger is more of the cup stories, something you can relate to for years to come even. There is no season or no time differences. Cups are always a hero. And that's why everybody, I think, likes us and still stick to the story till this day.
Very nice. I think we're now ready to open up some fan questions.
Oh my God.
Oh wow. The hands are up. Okay. I'm gonna give the mic over to this gentleman over here, and
Should we start a line or something?
we should probably start
Yeah.
a line. Everyone good? Yeah, we're here.
Hey,
Oh dear.